Chaos Linked. Book 1. Deep Breaths. Chapter 16. Dark. Fluorescent lights flicker faintly overhead as one of the guards stirs on the cold tile floor. A groan escapes him as he lifts his head, disoriented. Around him, other guards begin to rouse, confused, sluggish, murmuring in low voices.
What happened? I feel like I blacked out.
Another guard close by responds as he tries to stand. He tries to remember what happened last, but all he can recall is pounding on a door and then nothing.
Wait. Where are our guns?
Another guard asks, trying to grip his weapon tighter but only clutching air instead. One of the guards lifts a hand to his head, feeling like he just had a really long nap.
What happened? It's like someone flipped a switch. Can't remember.
Another guard close by responds as he tries to stand. Another fumbles with his radio, trying to get a signal but only receiving static. The hallways are still. Too still. No alarms. No orders. They check the cells. Empty. The stasis pod room. Empty. Sonic. Shadow. Tails. Knuckles. Tom. Maddie. All gone. Including all the rings and their energy weapons. Kyle stands alone, eyes locked on a flickering screen. Footage loops silently, replaying a moment over and over again. The broken stasis pod shimmering faintly, and then slowly, impossibly repairing itself. Behind him, the heavy door slides open. The commander steps inside. Sharp uniform, sharper eyes. She came here all the way from London using what little rings they have left at their own facility. She says nothing at first, just watching. Kyle rewinds the footage again and speaks without turning.
The pod was in pieces before that. Total wreck, but I don't know how it broke again. The red one knocked me out. Maybe he smashed the pod to get Sonic out.
The red one knocked him out twice. But he's not going to tell the commander that. Kyle opens another screen to reveal two waveforms. One blue and one red, moving perfectly in time with each other.
These waveform readings aren't just similar. They're synchronized. Every pulse. Every spike. Shadow and Sonic, they're connected.
The commander narrows her eyes.
Physically connected. I don't know how. I don't know why, but they feel whatever the other feels.
She stares at the footage for another long moment before glancing at him suspiciously.
What are you talking about?
I shot Sonic and Project Shadow went down with him at the exact same time.
The more she watches the footage of the mending stasis pod, the more she realizes how similar it is to the other footage she's seen of Robotnik building the giant robot. The glass of the stasis pod fixing itself in a very similar way as it flies towards the pod seemingly by itself. But she knows better. First Robotnik, and now she has to worry about these two aliens having unlimited access to power beyond their imagination. She exhales slowly.
The Chaos Emeralds.
Realization sweeps through Kyle as he continues staring at the past recordings of Sonic and Shadow's waveform data. His energy test. The way that Sonic had felt pain even when he had reassured him that he wouldn't feel anything and then had kept going anyway. He'd asked Sonic about how he had stopped the Eclipse cannon, but Sonic had seemed hesitant to answer. He'd said something about him and Shadow sharing power to stop the cannon, but he hadn't been very specific, like he was trying to hide something.
I don't know.
Sonic had said after he'd finished the test, trying to figure out something more about their energies and how they had combined together.
It was just there. It's not something you can force. It's not something you can control.
But the footage proves otherwise. The hedgehogs are controlling that power. Sonic is holding Project Shadow close on the floor with his eyes closed like he's concentrating on fixing the pod, and it's working.
The emeralds are inside them.
He whispers more to himself than the commander.
You let Project Shadow escape. Not once. Twice.
Kyle looks at her, inwardly bracing himself. This should have happened when Project Shadow escaped the first time, but they couldn't afford to lose him. Not when he's the only one who understands how to work the stasis pod. But maybe his luck is running out.
You lost the other aliens too. The second hedgehog. The fox. The Echidna. All of them. You do realize what this means, don't you?
Even though he wants to, Kyle doesn't look away from her. He knows how lucky he is. When Project Shadow had escaped the first time, Gunn had given him a second chance even when he hadn't deserved it. Walters had given him a second chance. Kyle remembers shaking his head at Sonic just recently after the hedgehog had woken up in the stasis pod.
That's not how this works. Walters is gone. That means no more oversight, no more restrictions. Gunn has free reign over what happens to extraterrestrials like you. We have a new commander now.
Her voice drops like steel.
Do you want to be locked up like Agent Handel?
Kyle resists the urge to roll his eyes. Handel had helped the aliens, including tying him up while he had been unconscious.
You get one more chance to fix this. They made our people fall asleep all at once. They made all our rings and weapons disappear, compromising our security and ease of transportation. Who knows what else they're capable of now?
The screen draws his eyes again, those merged energy readings looping over and over, impossible to ignore.
Yes, Commander.
He says, quieter this time, trying to hide the crack in his voice. One more chance.
If what you're saying is true, that they're connected, then that makes them weak now. This connection means they can't be apart, correct?
He thinks so. He's not 100% sure how this connection between them works, but if they had both been affected by him shooting Sonic, then distance might affect them as well. Maybe if they're too far apart they start hurting. But that's just a theory. He hadn't had much of a chance to study it. Kyle only nods with fake certainty, realizing that this time might really be his last chance.
Then separate them. Tear the emeralds out of them by whatever means necessary.
He can't mess up again. This new commander isn't Walters. It's not just his job on the line now. It's personal. He won't.
Yes, Commander Rockwell.